Coach, TCU Gary Patterson has just gotten fired after 20 years on the job at TCU. What are your thoughts?
I think it's absolutely insane, Mark. What Gary Patterson has done for TCU is unbelievable. He took that program from nowhere, and I'm well aware of where TCU has been over the years because I was at Arkansas in the Southwest Conference. I gave him the Coach of the Year award in 2017, I think it was. He's just a tremendous individual, and all of a sudden say in the middle of the year, well, you're gone. To me, when an individual has done as much as he has for TCU, if you're really unhappy with him, you go to him and you say, we're not making progress. You got 2 years to get this thing straightened out. You give them ample warning and understand, make whatever changes need to be made. I've taken over 6 college situations, Mark, never inherited a winner, never failed to go to a bowl game by the second year at the latest. Never left under the same president that hired me. They changed presidents, they changed athletic directors, they changed the job completely. But I just think it's a travesty. It's been a class act in every respect. And what he's done for TCU is truly imaginary.
Okay, Coach, who are your top 5 teams in the country?
Well, I think you have to put Georgia number 1. I would put Alabama number 2, even though they have 1 loss. I think that they're on a mission right now. I think they're the best team in the country. Number 3, I would put Oklahoma. Before, I wasn't sure about Oklahoma, but with Caleb Williams, I think the freshman quarterback has been so fantastic. They become a big play team again. And I don't see them losing in the Big 12. I would put Ohio State. Even though they got beat by Oregon, they're an outstanding football team. Now, the Michigan State people are going to say, hey, that's unfair. Well, you have a chance to beat them. You play them in 2 weeks, you beat them, then I would have to put you there in their place. And, of course, I would have to either put Oregon, who I think will win the Pac-12. And the reason I say Oregon is because Oregon, the Pac Pacific 12 or whatever it is, hasn't had a representative in the playoff in a couple of years. And here's going to be one team and beat Ohio State, has 1 loss, and when the season's over, if they take care of business, I think they'd be in there. And then you have to look at Cincinnati. Although Cincinnati's not been real impressive, they've only played 2 Power 5 teams in the past 2 years. One of them was Notre Dame, the other one was Indiana. And they beat Indiana, they beat Notre Dame. Congratulations to them. But they have struggled against Navy and some teams that they should have. So I have a hard time putting them in the top 5 right now. But when you look at their data work, they have a chance to do it. They got SMU and Houston. That'll be 2 tough games for them.
So, Coach, what are the chances of 2 SEC and 2 Big Ten teams making it to the playoff?
I don't think there's any chance at all of that, Mark. I do believe that the SEC can get 2 teams. The way that would happen is Alabama would have to run the table and would have to beat Georgia in the championship game for the SEC title. I do believe if they do that, Alabama will be in. I don't think you can discard Georgia because of 1 loss to Alabama in the championship game when they've been number 1 for most of the year. As far as the Big Ten, I don't think they're going to get 2 teams. Minnesota has 2 losses, 1 to Ohio State, the other one to Ohio U. But I do believe Minnesota will win that part of the division and play Ohio State in the championship. I don't think if Ohio State beats Michigan State and goes on to win the championship, they would probably get in. But I don't believe they would take a 1-loss team from the Big Ten, such as Michigan State, over a 1-loss team, Oregon, who's a conference champion as well.